Welcome back to Citizens of the Omniverse for more One Piece, the anime. We will be continuing Thriller Bark. We still have quite a bit of this left. I think we got like, what, 4 or 5 weeks, something like that, roughly, before we're done with this arc and we're moving on to the next. But last episode, Nami, at least for right now, has seemingly taken out Absalom. Perona has decided to flee the island and everything that's been going on with Oars running around and all the stuff with the Straw Hats. You know, I think she's just kind of called it quits and she's trying to get out of here. So for the most part, also, I think if I remember right, Hogback is incapacitated. Like all of Gecko's crew appears to be at least either neutralized or running for the hills. And I could be misremembering that, but we ended last time with Luffy still giving chase towards Gecko, trying to take out the mothership to release all the zombies at once. And the rest of the crew, though, has united against Oars. And we had that little shot of the Straw Hats standing up against Oars, I think, before we left off. So, yeah, man, let's get ready to hop in and see what happens next. If you want to see the full reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon. You also get up to 4 weeks early access, depending on what tier you're signing up for. This is a great way to support the channel, help us do things you do over here. But at the end of the day, really appreciate it. Enjoy this reaction. To at least leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if not already, because it really helps these videos out. Huge shout out to the team over at Prepper for helping me edit down these highlights for you guys here on YouTube. And with that all said and out of the way, let's get ready to hop into episode 367. God, here we go. Ha! Get wrecked. I don't think they were just kissing at that point, the way that sounded. Oh God. Oh, it's you. They done fucked up. Understandable. That's accurate. This is a little bit different than fishing, though. Go Crunch. Come on, butt drop. That attack is nuts. No, it's butts. I'll see myself out. Why did you leave those behind? Those were pretty effective last time, at least. Wait, what? Wait, we have coordinated tactics? When did we go? What? Okay, not everybody knows about this, just the lunatics. No. No, I refuse. They are not becoming a human mech. Oh my God, they are. Well, I mean, kinda, I guess. No, put Zoro's face. You've got an empty slot there, bud. Oh wait, it was Robin supposed. She's like, nah, not me. You're fine. Their faces. That would hurt my human pride.
人として恥ずかしいわ。やらねえのか。
Yeah, he was like, I wanted to see. You got all me all hyped up for nothing. Maybe you can do without it or not. That, what the hell? Nothing came of that. I suck.
ロビン、おめえさえいたならまさかの裏切りだ。ルフィなら絶対やってくれたぞ。もう二度と誘わないで。
Respect.
仕切り直しだこの野郎。フンキー、このでけえの借りるぞ。お前だ。ロビン、俺があいつの左腕を弾いたら。了解。
Yeah, go for the weak points. Go for the joints. Just give him 1,000 years of death with that thing. Just a big old poke right up the pooper. You're looking for the kitchen? Why? Maybe more salt? I mean, anybody that's left at this point roaming around, I think you can more than handle. Anybody that has been a problem has kind of been taken care of at the moment. But this place looks like completely empty. Except for that. I would assume it's long since expired, especially based on that reaction. Oh, okay. Or what? Okay. Wait. Is this how he heals? Please tell me this is how he heals. Yeah, oh my god. The calcium is restoring his bones. Or not. Or it's just all in his head. So is he going to be cracked like that forever and missing that tooth forever? That looks like bags of salt, which you would have typically. Yo. Well, there was an LT on one of them. I would assume so. And, you know, considering they're all zombies and the salt purifies them, that would make sense to be locked up like that. And one of the things they would not take with them into their stores. I forgot she's trying to make off with the Sunny. Well, we can't let that happen. We already established this. Why are... Oh, nice. Challenge accepted. Yes. I love when they do these team maneuvers so much, man. Nice. Counterbalanced his arm. Whoa. Oh! Oh, what? Give him... Oh, I thought she was just gonna give him a big old smack. Frankie's out here playing Fortnite, dude. Oh my god. That does not seem safe. Well, yeah, there it is. Damn! It sounds like they rung his bell. Look at that teamwork. I have a feeling that while it looks like all that did something, and maybe it wasn't as impactful as it seems, or maybe it is. Whoa! Yo! Bad manners kick. Whoa! Damn! They all of that to trip his ass. Man, so much effort simply to trip him. That's crazy. It's funny that his bad manners kick is effectively a sweep the leg. And if you correlate the two, that it is indeed bad manners to sweep the leg. Well, if you're not in practice, but if you're referencing Karate Kid. I might be connecting too many dots there. Yeah, that's true. After all of that, you got your first knockdown on him. The question is, how many of these before he stays down? You're right. Just 6. He's not out. Didn't think he would be, but might be humbled a little bit now. All right, is that everybody time to hit your poses again this time? All right, guys, on your marks. It's album cover time. Interesting. I mean, all of them were really just following him to accomplish their own individual aims anyway, so they were not that glued together to begin with. Oh, what the? What the fuck is this? Bible. What? Okay. Who the fuck is that? I mean, they don't know. He's after Moria. They said close when they called him a bear. I mean, he had like bear-like ears. I couldn't tell if that was just his hat or if maybe he's like a bear person. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, that came out of nowhere. We'll figure out where that goes. I mean, that could be teeing up something else. I don't know, man. One Piece has a weird structure at times, I think, when it comes to like the way it kind of what do I want to say, stitches together and tees up the next story thread. So I'm wondering if that's kind of what that is. But then again, I would have thought that back when we saw the Doflamingo thing, and he has been MIA for ever since we left Jaya, dude. That was the last time we saw him too. So like stuff like that, stuff like Ace, like I just don't know what to do sometimes when these random ass people show up like this. And he's running around toting a Bible too. That's interesting. So there's, and I guess that makes some sense. You know, there was the nuns in Whiskey Peak and shit. So like, I'm just like, it's interesting that Christianity is a thing in here. Anyway, the team actually, after a lot of effort, managed to finally get one over on oars during this bout. And the ingenuity in all of it was really, really solid, dude. I like that we have a fight that is requiring the entire crew. It's not just a 2v1, a 2v2, a 2v3, or a 1v1, which is usually the standard. But requiring at least the 6 of them there to all use their skill sets combined to just face this massive kaiju of an enemy. God, that Frankie robot thing that they were trying to assemble, they were trying to be, God, it didn't provide anything. I wonder, I mean, they showed that there, and obviously, like, Nami's not there, Luffy's not there. Not that I think Nami would join Robin in abstaining from assembling with that unit, but if Luffy was there, I wonder if there's going to be a point if that ever actually gets used. I don't see how that is useful whatsoever. It's a funny gag. It is so Frankie to do that. And of course, Usopp and Chopper, the goofballs that they are the two that would be right on board with this. And Sanji and Zoro had to be coerced into it, but they fucking still did it anyway. Luffy, though, he's a knucklehead. He fits right in with that. I love how much variety there is across our entire crew, but I love the silly ways how different pockets of the crew all have this personality overlap. Like in this moment, this is definitely some silly, dumbass thing that Frankie, Chopper, Usopp, and Luffy would all be for. But of course, the rest of the crew would just find it as silly as it was. But Zoro goaded into it. I don't know. I just think little moments like that, I think it just shows just how lovely and how well this entire crew works. It's just fun. But no Luffy in that episode, no Mori in that episode. Absalom is at least incapacitated still for the time being. No sight of Hogback or Hildon or any of them just yet. We have that episode pretty much focused on Perona getting the fuck out of there, Nami and the crew fighting oars, which is good because we do need to focus on a lot of those things. But with that all said, let's get ready to hop into, what is this one again? I always lose count sometimes. God damn it, I did it again. 368. Let's get ready to hop into 368. Here we go. Oh God, she fried them. I wonder if this is also some of what Perona's snatched up while she's bailing out of here. Fools. Absolute fools. Okay, yeah, okay. There it is. Hey, that's easy for us once we get the ship back. We just gotta keep them from sailing off without us. It's the one Frankie made, wasn't it? Yeah, I think so. I didn't see a thing. Not my problem. Treasure. That's on brand for sure. Is he stuck? Oh! Oh, that's unfortunate for you. Oh my God, you nerds. And of course, it's you all again. Oh God, everybody. Oh, Jesus. I'm sorry, Sanji was the scariest of the bunch there. What was that? Brook better show up while he's incapacitated right now and dump as much salt as possible in his mouth. Hey, you know what? While you can, might as well. Oh, well, shit. Well, we knocked him free now. And it doesn't seem like, oh, he's bleeding, also sweating. I was going to say it didn't look like any of that amounted to much. Literally said no. He was imagining what that might look like since he was on her side. Like, Usopp being an arm is next to useless unless he's going to be shooting. Are we just doing a partial? Yeah, I gotta give him credit. I do respect the spunk. That's about what I thought. I mean, them combining doesn't do anything. Sanji's rocking the faces in this one, the expressions. Is there special power berating him? I guess so. Usopp uses vicious mockery. Holy hell. Hey, it kind of worked. I mean, them being a robot had nothing to do with that. Oh, no. He caught himself. Hey, you did get him to knock himself clean in the head. I mean, he still does act like Luffy a lot. And he's still Gumma Gummus. Use meat! Yeah! Oh, yes! Is that the One Piece? Nice! Dude, they're counting every victory, man, and I get it. You have to against something like this. I mean, yeah, there is that too, and then you could help him. Yeah. Yeah. And with Robin on that one, man. Dude, that sword is sick as hell. Shut your mouth. Let him do his thing. But yeah, Brook needs to hurry his ass up. He found that whole fucking storehouse full of salt. Just get a full sack of that might be enough. I mean, we tried our little like giblets. That didn't do shit. Oh. That worked out. Assuming he's not also somehow using his shadow as a decoy. But he can't be that far away from him. He can't like send it off way away from him, can he? I guess I don't really know the extent of it. Now her, I don't know what she would do against Perona.
でどうするてめえ程度なら私の天敵はあの根がっぱなただ一人
Oh. Whoa, he is way bigger than I thought. When she said, "Who is that?" I thought she was talking about the way she was describing Usopp. And then he just snuck up on everybody. Oh, she recognizes him, I guess, based on that. God! Another one? The tyrant Bartholomew Kuma. Wait, I didn't meet him, did we? Was he at the meeting? Like when the Marines were gathering the warlords and like only 4 or 5 showed up? Was he there? I don't remember. What? You weirdo. What is with that aura around him? Oh wait, are you gonna... Oh gosh, she's gonna try to fight? Okay. Her ultimate combo. I makes sense. Paralyzed and explode while they're paralyzed. Oh. What the... I'm sorry. What the... He's just like, no. What the hell? He had to take his gloves off? What's your shtick, bud? What the fuck? Wait. Oh, wait, did he disappear her? Or did she use that as a distraction? I guess he did something. I got confused by, I guess, whatever the hell just happened. Did he absorb it? What the fuck did he do? What the hell? Well, I mean, that spares us our ship, at least. Oh, no. Not me. Oh. Yo. He's fast. Why is he asking about Ace? What was true? Hey, God, just mid... What the... Wait, she said, did he warp? Can he, like... Maybe he can. Huh. Maybe that's why Perona disappeared. If that's at all a clue to what he's doing. I wonder if that's what happened to Perona and the ghosts. He warped them away. Maybe he's got like the warp fruit or some shit. His body, I don't like the one dude who's like, my body's a door or whatever. Like maybe he's like a portal or I don't know. Shit, it was his shadow. I mean, but does that mean he can be anywhere or still does he have to be close? Shit! God damn it. Okay, hold up. I just want to know. He's here. This should be safe to look up. Kuma, first appearance episode. Oh, he was in episode 151. $100 million man, the word was Blackbeard. Right, when the warlords gathered. Bartholomew was there. Wait, sorry, Bartholomew. What am I talking about? He's Bartholomew. I knew the name seemed familiar. He's literally right behind Doflamingo in this shot. I don't remember him at all. I think just because Flamingo left such an impression, and then again we saw him show up at Jaya and absolutely murk Hyena Bitch and his crew. He left a little more of a mark on me. Plus, he's literally peacocking so hard. Yeah, I completely... I knew there was more that showed up there. Now I don't remember who actually showed up at that meeting. Mihawk was there, right? Whatever. It doesn't matter. Actually, it's going to bother me now. Which warlords appeared in episode 151? Flamingo, Mihawk, and Kuma. Okay, so just the 3 of them showed up. I guess that makes some sense. That's why I didn't remember anything. I just really did. I just forgot that dude. I mean, that was a long time ago at this rate. All right, I'm not going to harp on myself too much there, but yeah. You would think that Perona's abilities would be like kind of busted in the world here, you know, if only a select few have to be so down on themselves in the world to be immune to the negativity, to not be completely paralyzed, infused, and frozen by it, like Usopp, who seems to be the only one so far she's ever met that has been immune to it. You know, that it would work on like most people. But the fact that he took this glove off and went whoop, and not just the ghost, but her as well, poofed away. I didn't even register that she poofed away. That's why I thought initially when the ghost took his attention, I thought she just used that opportunity to bail herself. But that was not the implication we were left with after this. And then he can just... He just appears. You know, he appeared on the boat. He appeared mid-conversation with Perona and Nami, where Nami was in the middle of that. I was like, who's that? And yeah, because we didn't see him initially. When she was like talking about that, I thought she was like, who the hell are you talking about? Your grand nemesis, this big nose, whatever, you know. He's like, it can't be Usopp. So I was like, who the hell is she talking about? But no, it was because he just was automatically instantaneously right behind her. And then again, when she was mid-conversation with him, he's up there asking questions about Ace. And then mid-conversation again, gone. Now, I could like equate like a shave. I mean, the shave is pretty fast. It didn't give the sound effect of that. There's always a very distinctive sound choice when that happens. So it does feel like it's something different. So maybe it is some kind of spatial warping. Maybe it's like to like equate it to something in Naruto, like you know, the fourth Hokage's jutsu. It's a space-time jutsu. He instantaneously warps. Well, in that, it's like whatever he's marked before. So like, but it's like, it's instant. So maybe that's something like that. Maybe it is some kind of space-time thing. Because inversely, well, he moves himself. Maybe he can move other people as well. And maybe that's what he did to her. Or maybe he warped her. Because if he absorbed her, I feel like that would be a little too similar to what Blackbeard can do with his shit. What was it called? The black fruit. Was that what it was? The dark fruit. Where he's like a void. He absorbs them because he is basically a human black hole. So it doesn't give me. It can't. It'd be weird if it was too similar to that. So I don't think it was absorption. I think the movement's a clue, especially too because him being as large as he is, be able to move super fast in combination with that, in unison with that, would make him very imposing. But he likes small talk. I don't know what that's about. He always converses with everybody while he's doing what he's doing. I wonder if that has something to do with his little shtick. Then he's walking around with his Bible as well. And we were in the middle of that conversation. He was just flipping through it. I thought he was going to start reciting like scripture to her or some shit. Yeah, interesting turn of events. But Perona's gone. That means our ship is ours. He left Nami behind. The zombies ran off, at least seemingly most of them ran off at the sight of him and Perona being evaporated. So Nami can at least start regaining control of the ship. So that's good. That's at least a plus for us. I mean, great roll on the luck counter there of this guy showing up. But he's here specifically, seemingly just for Gecko. And I'm wondering why that is. You know, he's shown interest in the Straw Hats as well, but I didn't get the impression he was here for them. Maybe two birds, one stone. Maybe he will still become a problem, or maybe he will just what? Pause this entire interaction? I don't know. His presence throws off my concept of what to expect. Not that I had a really strong one to begin with, but like what the hell, how that's going to shake up everything else, I guess, is what I'm trying to get at. Because that's such a wild card inclusion here. That we now have two warlords of the sea on this fucking island. Anyway, all we can do is find out, I guess. So let's move on forward with 369. Here we go. Oh yeah, didn't we have that one shot of Luffy giving chase to the shadow and we cut away and like he was like skulking, cackling behind a tree or something. He started just walking off. Like how far can he just be however far he wants to be from his shadow? I mean, I guess so. He just took the fuck off. Now he's out in the middle of fucking nowhere. Yeah, that's not looking like a very good prospect right now, given what we just witnessed. All right. Sure. Let's go. Woo! Oh, that was close. Okay. Oh, shit. Well, look at that. God, even his attacks are bigger now. Oh, interesting. Yeah, lots of little secrets there. Yeah. Huh. That completely shakes up his kit. He's got to use how it cohabitates with his other blades now. I liked that as a concept. Oh, geez. Damn. Hey, did he topple him just by himself? I think he did. He did. He's like, I'll just fall on you, which is a valid option for this thing, given its size and weight. All right. Honestly, how would you even know, to be fair? Right to the face. That was close. I thought it hit you. I guess it didn't. I thought it hit.
を信じて足止めに徹しよう。
十分信じちゃいるが、透明人間、霊体人間、影の支配者。
Oh, that's a very good point. Everybody here is a little trickster.
確かにあり得る。
Yeah. And it worked.
3人ともまともに戦えなくなる。夜明けまでにルフィ一人だけでも戻しときゃ、あとはなんとかなるだろう。
I like that.
とうとう朝か、霧が唯一の救いだな。夜明け前にして正直、やっと消滅への危機感も出てきた。
It's crazy. Has all of this been just one night?
なんだこの揺れは。どうなってんだ。
Oh.
ブロリアントライアングルを出ちまったんじゃねえか。
Oh.
坊主のやつがデタラメに舵を切ったせいだ。
Oh, they were safe in the triangle, weren't they?
余計なこと。
Now they're adrift out in the open sea.
やべえことになってきたぞ。スリラーバークがキルから出ちまって。
Yeah. Oh God.
おい、あれを見ろ。モリアの影だ。あの影
Love
を
how
頼り
they're
にこっちにやってくるはずだ。
having this conversation with their heads out of frame in every one of these shots because it's just saving on animation. You just have these basic poses, minimal animation. No, don't have to worry about the expressions at all. And then that random stray bush that was covering the one dude's head just a second ago too. It was just like so egregiously out of place. Oh my God, he was all the way back here.
海の上ならどこだろうと構わねえ。暴君クマ、七部会にして唯一政府の言いなりに動く男。
The only warlord who does the government's bidding. Well, okay.
お前みてえなのが一番不気味だ。
旅行するならどこに行きたい。
てめえの能力くらい分かってる。貴様は俺と戦いに来たの。
If you start answering his questions, is that what allows him to do that? He was like, no. Stop that. I'm not playing this game. I know what your powers are. And he ignored the question.
報告事項がある。
報告。
クロコダイル公認の後、その後釜が決
Oh, okay. Okay, right, okay.
海賊は5万といる。
後継者の名はマーシャル D. ティーチ。
I really don't think Blackbeard is a good fit. Then again, he is hunting pirates and already kind of. I don't know.
クローズ。
I mean, not really even. Is he? He himself was being hunted. In this instance, at least. I think they brought that up before. I do think they brought that up before, because isn't that when we cut away and got the reveal afterwards? I think no, that wouldn't have happened yet. I don't think. Yeah, I don't know if he's a good fit for the government. Definitely a powerhouse, though.
霧の海には届いていない。
もともとの懸賞金は
ゼロ。
なるほど。未知数か。
What?
政府が何を心配しているかわかるか。また一人七部会が麦わらの手で落とされやしない。
ふざけんじゃねえ。
必要ならば俺が貴様に加勢しても構わない。
誰に口を聞いて。
勝負に 100% はない。ロブルッチの敗北など一体誰が予想した。
True. I don't think anybody would have taken that bet.
そして温室のバカどもに伝えろ。てめえらを出し抜いた麦わらの一味は。
This is gonna be interesting because he would have had the option to get help with this, and choosing to go solo and insisting upon that probably be exactly why he still fails.
一縷の望みが。
これじゃ朝日はストレートに差し込んできちまう。
こんな最悪な状況でお。
God, and now we have the problem of a ticking clock now too.
図らずもすがすがしい夜空。森田どこ。
冗談はやめろ。
もう夜明けも近いが。
Oh, whoa.
な
He's inside him. What the?
なぜモリアがあんなところに。
いるじゃん、コックピットなのか。おい、バカ野郎。やいかす、俺ロボみてえじゃん。ああ、待て、巨大ロボ。だわ、巨大ロボ。オーズボンバー。
You didn't change.
ゾンビのくせに何がロボだ。ロボってのはもっとこうチャキーンチャキーンってな。オーズ、いい加減にしろ。はい、ご主人様。シェシさあお前ら
From here, though.
全員でかかってこい。ただしオーズを倒さねばこの俺を引きずり出せねえがな。
Oh, that's why. He's like, you gotta get, if you wanna be me, you gotta go through him.
オーズの中に入っちまった。
I wonder if he is purified, if the robotics would still keep him up and he could mechanically continue the fight, still utilizing his strength or not.
そうだ。
I mean, the plan is still to purify him if they can. Brooke still's not showed back up with that fucking, like, mother load of salt. That's obviously gonna become key.
おい、オーズ、あの長っ鼻ごと屋敷の通路を潰せ。
But the other problem this poses, Ors is completely obedient now. He isn't going to act recklessly at this point. If Ors tells him exactly what to do, gives him instruction, he's basically a mech. So it's like the combination of their strengths. Yeah. No, I mean, it's not that. It's that Morris is intelligent and he's giving the orders and he's obeying the orders. Oh, yes! Fucking finally! He saved Usopp. No! I'm your Brook. Let's go. What an interesting little turn of events. So really, Kuma is here as this kind of envoy of the outside world, being like, hey, all eyes outside of this place, at least within the higher ups of the government of the Marines, is like, what's going on over here? You know, after everything with Anis, with the stuff with Crocodile, you know, knowing where they were, where they would be going next, you would likely be the next spot. So they are waiting with bated breath to know if they are going to cross off another warlord and keep on going, or if you're actually going to do this. Now, like Kuma said, they didn't send him. He came out here because he's, like, as Moria said, he's the only warlord that actually does the government's bidding willingly. You know, he just, you know, he actually, I guess, does what he's told. So in their best interest, he of his own accord showed up here to offer his assistance. He wasn't ordered to come out here. And honestly, I could see the framework of, like, if the government ordered 2 warlords to tackle the Straw Hats, if that got out, that they were doubling up warlords on the Straw Hats, would be acknowledgement of the Straw Hats' threat and strength. At the same time, though, the caveat to that, the counterpoint to that, is that if they do happen to succeed again anyway, you're going to be dealing with that regardless. But I think the news of them defeating one other singular Warlord of the Sea would probably be worse PR than 2. Or if they beat 2, it'd be worse PR than if they beat another single one. So I think that's why he was here offering his assistance as this kind of under the table kind of thing. You know, for the benefit of the world government, of the Marines, but also so that information wouldn't be out there or whatever. You know what I mean? So Gecko, though, took that as a slight against his ability, his ego, his hubris, and he was like, fuck you, I got this. And decided to buckle down and just go in for the kill. Luffy's off running around. He fell for the trap, and I love that Zoro called out that, like, everybody's got their weaknesses, even Luffy, and his is, like, he's not that bright. He is easily tricked. He falls for so many things, man. And he fell for that. That one, I can give him a little bit more leeway on, because given the scenario at hand and where they are, I can't fault him too much for falling for Moria's little decoy plan. But yes, the whole group is full of tricks and different little things. It's just not suited to his skill set outside of a straight up fight. If he was here fighting Oars, that would be the best matchup here. But that's not the case. Now, though, we were doing pretty good, all things considered, at holding him off, with him being as brain dead as Luffy, on top of just being this giant kaiju-sized oaf. All brawn, no brains. But now Moria, deciding to buckle down and really kind of just settle this once and for all. And now we got this ticking clock, because all of Or's shenanigans have rocked the boat off course, and now the island is no longer in the protection of the fog, and has left the Florian Triangle. And so now, once morning comes, the whole island is going to be exposed to the sunlight. So any and all beings that do not possess a shadow are going to die, unless they could take cover somewhere. But right now, there's not a lot of cover left in this place. The forest would be your safest bet. But right now, we got this giant rampaging monster, dude. So, like, nowhere's really safe. And they're all in the middle of that, dealing with him right now. And now, though, while we were using that low IQ to our benefit, Moria now, dude, the revelation that he's got a cockpit in his stomach. How much of him is machine? That is so crazy. That's a wild twist. I didn't expect that at all. But he's not like piloting him. It's more of just like a command deck. And he's like the captain giving orders. But that's the thing. Like, the longer Oars has been running around, the shadows assimilate. And sure, there's still some Luffyisms in there, and they did take advantage of that a little bit. He is now, though, completely subservient. So while he's not got his own intelligence, Moria can fill that gap, because all he's got to do is tell him what to do, and he will do it. He doesn't have to think about it, doesn't have to worry about it, doesn't have to whatever. He just has to obey. So as long as Moria is paying attention and not off his game or whatever, if he's giving good instruction, it's going to be opposed a little bit of a problem, because now we're working against Moria's brain and Orz's physical brawn. And it's just bridges the little bit of a gap that we were able to actually create between our crew and this thing. But here's the thing too, if they could, I don't know how well this would work, if they could distract Moria at the same time to where he couldn't give timely or accurate instruction, they might be able to use that. But it'd be interesting, it just makes you wonder, is Luffy going to make his way back to the group? He's going to head back here and join the fray? Or I could not believe, I would not buy or expect, I wouldn't expect it, but I would be hard pressed if this was a scenario the crew actually took care of without Luffy actually, defeating the main dude. There's no way, right? We wouldn't actually do that, would we? I don't know. Interesting, a lot of the lore that we got in this. The way the world, like through Kuma, we got a little bit of a taste of at least how the government's reacting to recent events. The concern, the worry that they have. And also just the internal worry amongst the warlords, or well, warlord. Hold on, there was something he said about where was it? About Teach that I was kind of like confused by. People are already starting to talk about he ran away from basically talking about, I guess, Blackbeard's reputation is starting to grow and grow and grow, and because he hasn't really been reported in, I guess his bounty is currently what, 0 is what they said. So his capabilities are not being measured. But like he said, it's like, with this seat filled, won't this help stabilize the world power balance? And Kuma's like, actually, I think this is going to make it worse, which is interesting. That's his thought, not their way of thinking. I wonder why he thinks that. I do think it's really interesting that one has Teach been, I mean, it was approved, but that doesn't mean he accepted, right? I'm curious about that. But he joined. Oh, well, hold up. Actually, what does this say? News hasn't reached your foggy waters, but he joined after proving his strength. And they showed us that fight with Ace. Are they saying that was him proving his strength? Did he beat Ace? If that's the case, what's the current status of Ace? That's the line I was looking for. So he did join based on these words. So he has accepted their offer. He's now a warlord. That I'm kind of surprised that he would agree. I mean, the emperors are after him, right? So, I mean, I don't know. God, if he beat Ace after all that, I mean, I would not be shocked, to be honest, given the display of power we saw and his fruit. But that does concern me with, did Ace get away? Did he run? Is he incapacitated? Is he a prisoner? Got questions about that now as well. God damn it, man. Again, going back to what I was saying, like every now and then, like while all the crazy Straw Hat stuff is going on, I mean, this is kind of how the real world works as well. Like things aren't structured like this interconnected web of plots or whatever. Things happen simultaneously in the world, but like we're always so fixated through the lens of the Straw Hats. It's always narratively jarring sometimes when someone just randomly shows up to kind of remind us of what's going on in the world. But that's just, I mean, naturally, that is how things happen. It's just when you're watching something like this, I think you have this expectation of structure, of plot, of reason, but it's really just, while we're moving on, so is the world. And every now and then we'll cut away and we'll check in with them. And sometimes they will pop in on us because the world's just, it's a great way of showing that the world just is continuing to exist in this ecosystem outside of what we see as the Straw Hats. And I think sometimes in a lot of different shows, not just anime, I think sometimes that concept kind of gets lost or feels a little not like more, what's the word I'm looking for? Like planned or plotted versus just natural ecology of the world, if that makes sense. Anyway, fantastic set of episodes. We definitely have some shakeups to all the craziness that's going on here. And Kuma coming in, dude, he's such an aura, such a vibe. Also, just the little tease of like, I guess his power is maybe, there was this implication during their exchange that his power is somehow based on the conversations he has. It doesn't work. I don't know. Like, because Gecko dodged his questions and wouldn't answer. Meanwhile, he was asking questions of everybody else and they answered. They also made a note to point out every time they answered. So does it have something to do with answering his questions? That's so strange. I got so many questions about this guy and what exactly is his power. Mori was like, I know what you can do. Fuck you. But nothing happened when he started pressing him and giving him questions. I mean, and nothing else happened throughout the conversation. Yeah, that's interesting. Anyway, guys, what'd you think of these episodes? What do you think about everything that we just had unpacked before us here? Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry the conversation after the video. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. If it did, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if not already. Remember, if you want to see the full-length reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon. Remember, if you want to see the full-length reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon. And speaking of before you go, I want to shout out Lily Chin Sun, Kiana Chanel, McGreg, Angela Berg, Calvin Brilliant, Sleepy Bastard, Theodore Wolf, Amy Becca, Ariat Coyote, and Ty Lund. Thank you guys so much for becoming savers on the channel, helping sponsor and support the rescues I've been taking care of here at the office. You guys have been a tremendous help with all of that. Thank you guys so much. And as always, I want to give a huge shout out to all of our channel legends. You and the patrons allow us to do so much of what we do over here, like continuing on with this at the rate that we are. You know, all the other shows we cover, keeping up with the endless waves of content, getting help with the editing, so we continue to do that. So we can keep bringing as much as of this as possible to you guys here on YouTube, because without y'all, we would not be even here. We would not even be here. That's what I was trying to say. But that's it for this video, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.